Hey, what is up? We are live. We are here today doing some drafters. They got a new contest. It's going to be fun. Let's say hi to the chat. We got money, anything. We got no cap. We got loots. Uh, God's time is the only time that actually exists. Everything else is fake, sir. Jamie, we got no cap. We got Hartman. Roni, did you get your ticket? I think you got your ticket earlier today. Let me know. He was the winner last week. And for those of you who don't know the drill, hashtag who, we're going to do two drafts for sure. We're going to do we're going to do one of the new contests first, and then we're going to go ahead and do more. JT, welcome. Nice and blunt. Tiger uppercut, Bukowski. But we will get into the new contest, what it is, and how it's one of my favorite contests that's been put out on any site after the intro. Or the intro.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, came chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
Tiger asked, what's the hashtag for? Hashtag who for a drafters ticket giveaway. So the way it works, you need to have an account over on Drafter. If you don't have an account, you can use promo code who, capital H with two little O's, and they'll match 100% of $100. So you put in 100, you get 200 to play over here on Drafters. And if you make an account, you can win a free ticket. I give one away every week. Roni was the winner last week. He's not allowed to win this week, but we got a few of us in here. Let's turn on the background music real quick. And what's up, Derek? Two Mules. So let's start with this new contest. They have a drafters survival. Number one, drafters an engraved championship ring for all their contests that are $10 or more, it looks like. So if you win any of these contests, you get a drafters ring. So this new contest is basically old Eliminator over on Underdog with a finals of 125 people. So the way it works is the top 21,000 out of 28, so 75% of the first round stay alive. 75% of round two stay alive. 75% of round three stay alive. 75 all the way down until week 15 and 16, which would be the normal fantasy playoffs. Only 50% is the cut line. So it's cut line every week. This is super fun. I absolutely love this. I'm entering right now. If y'all want to jump in one of these survivals, go ahead. On top of that, they have milestone bonuses for the survival as well. So we got a 1 of 10, like at 10, 25, 50, 75, you get an additional ticket. With 28,000 total entrants, I think this thing's going to fill pretty fast. This contest is a lot about floor. So thank you, Cleveland. We got two mules here. We got Cade. All vibes, no values. Do you like this better than Eliminator? Feels easier to get further, but harder to get into the bigger payouts. I think it's kind of a week 17 massive correlation game. Because as long as you built a solid team and you get to week 17, like there's only 125 people there. I don't know if they're done with minis, but I know I like this contest a lot. It's really cool. It's a different thing. It got 50K up top, 20K. I'm not much for having a first place prize that's more than double of second place. I don't like that on anything. So if I were to critique this at all, if that was 40K and they threw a little more money down in here, I think I would personally like it slightly more, but I think this is perfectly fine. It just means you play a little different. You play for that week 17 a little harder, right? So to get this straight, there's a 3-week playoff. No, there is. So 75% of all teams. So the top 21,000 total points teams will advance after week 1. There's 28,000 total people. So 7,000, the bottom 7,000 scorers will get cut. And week 2, the bottom 5,500 will get cut. In week 3, it looks like 3,000 will get cut. So the bottom people every week get cut, and you're out. You don't have any more chance. So, and it's 75% up top, as long as you're not in the bottom 75%, any week you end up getting to week 15. And so all of the money, so at 3,738, which is week 7, if you make it to week 7, you get your money back too. So that's something else they could have done. They could have made it to where it was like week 12 to get your money back and pushed all that money up as well. I don't know what was right. I think that this is perfectly fine. We are waiting on 4, it looks like, for this contest. Derek says, Drafters need to put another $3 mini in the lobby. Wonder why they haven't. My community loves the $3 mini as well. Those things fill so fast. Yeah, so basically just build a solid ass roster. Just make sure you don't have a bunch of bye weeks the same week. It's got a lot of the similarities to, from my gut take, is if you play Eliminator on Underdog, you kind of need a little more upside because you may just get against a really high scoring team in a random week. So you need to be able to just put them out, even if they score high. And this, it's more about making sure your floor is incredibly safe. With correlation in week 17. So for the dog math, I was talking this is the brand new version, promo code WHO, all caps to get this. We discussed it and decided that 75% floor, 10% ceiling with all week 17 correlation at 15% is kind of the way to go, because since it's cut line stuff, just making sure the ceiling only matters in the playoff week. So making sure you get the correlation is how you're hitting your ceiling in theory. So that's how we have this set up. We got the 109. We got Lutz at the 11. We got Tiger Town at the 8. 2 Mules at the 7. Nice and Blunt at the 5. DB Bets at the 4. I don't know if anybody else is in here. But if they aren't, they can come on over. They can give a sub. They can join. Yeah, I mean, it's 4 p.m. Central, man. God's time. Looks fun. Drafting here from the 3. You are JJ Dundas. Copy. If you guys are just popping in, if you could smash a like, that would be fantastic. And as I said before, if you don't have a Drafters account and you think this contest seems fun, and to me, this contest is I like this structure slightly better than the actual Eliminator. I think the Eliminator on Underdog, this is what it should have been. Instead of having pods, just make it all everybody. I think that this is the way to do it. I just like DB Bet said, this is a 10 of 10 contest. I wasn't planning on doing an insane amount of drafters, but I'm going to do a bunch of these. There's only 28,000 people for this contest. I bet lobbies fill pretty quick, though. Everyone mentions customer support and tell them to drop another mini ASAP. Like, smashed. Yeah, but if you think that you like this contest, hop on over to Drafters, make an account, use promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's. They will match a $100 deposit. You put in 100, they give you 2, they get a customer, I get $40. Everybody wins. Absolutely, Ashton Genty. Absolutely Genty here. So let's move that on over and let's move that up. So can everybody see pretty well, or do I need to make the screen larger? Let me know. I messed with the settings a little bit today. And I don't know if it's very visible or not. So let me know if everything looks good. So like in this contest also, it's kind of the opposite of the other eliminator. The other eliminator, you're making sure you get through the early weeks, right? In this contest, you are let's go right there. In this contest, you want to let's go with Achan. Let's just, we want upside in the postseason. We're going to go with Achan here. There's not a lot of backs with week 6 bye either. We're looking for PPR floor, and Genty Achan feels really, really good. So you just don't want to be last every week, right? Like you don't want to be at the bottom. And then you want it to smash at the end of the season. In the other one, you just need to win every week. You don't need to win until week 17 in this. So all you need to do is like chug along. So the players you're going to draft and the style of which you're going to draft is going to be way different. Because the eliminator, it's weighted heavily towards making sure you survive, but it's 50% get through instead of 75%. 75% getting through at the beginning is going to massively change the math of which players are good and which players are not. And it's going to make like the early schedules matter. They still matter a lot, but they matter less. Yeah, and there's no RNG coin flips, right? Like the cut line stuff is whenever you get to the finals, there's going to be some incredibly strong teams. Very few like okay teams are going to be sneaking through. Drafter sports are just usually harder to see. Does that help? It's a little harder for me to draft like this, but I can do that. Yeah, I think that this is a fantastic idea. I absolutely love it. A lot of game theory in this. It's a new game. It's a new thought. Like we haven't seen this from anybody, right? So shout out to drafters for actually I know that there was talk that they were going to make a week 17 game, a playoff game. I think this is it. And I think they've done it in a really good way. It's got a total points feel to it. It's not total points, but it's got that kind of feel to it because you need to have that really high floor. And Jeremiah Love is probably a much worse pick in this format as well. I just did what I say is always bad. Non-running back wide receiver first 4 rounds. I'm going to hate my roster. I can tell. I think Bowers is a really strong pick. All right, so we are about back on the clock. Let's move that over here, actually. That's probably the right place for it. I like Ladd quite a bit. Neighbors should be a little lower. Josh Allen is probably a really, really good pick in this format, too. Like, a way to... I kind of think the elite quarterbacks are probably more valuable in this contest because they're going to give you a little bit of floor. I like the 1-1-1 star here. I don't know. I think you can build Jeremiah Love pretty well here. You just have to know that like the first 4 or 5 weeks, he's not going to be awesome. But if you get through, so you're going to be playing against weaker teams early in the season too. So if it does happen to where like he doesn't really take off till like week 5 or 6, like you just have to know that that's part of it. And he's going to absolutely smash down the stretch is the theory, right? So Loveland is who I wanted for sure. Fantasy Phil, a good pick there. Scatabo, Jacobs. We're going to go with Travis. Here we're gonna go Genty, Achan, McConkey, Travis. Neighbors is a player that I think in this contest is maybe worth he's probably worth like a late 4th. I don't like it depends on how the season works out. Yeah, I think if people I got Jeremiah Love at 34 and a DK Millie earlier today too. It was CD Lamb, Kenneth Walker, Jeremiah Love, and I think I got Travis as well. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I think elite tight ends and elite quarterback are going to be better for this kind of contest. Make the drafters window bigger. I've been meaning to like do that. Drafters bringing the new contest are actually cool. It's really differently slap into the face. DK and Underdog. Just try to do as much crazy. Yeah, Underdog has kind of been slacking because they have all their high dollar stuff in there, but most of the community doesn't care about those super high dollar things, right? We just want a lot of $3.20 maxes and stuff. That's what we want. That's what the community wants. You can hit the plus smile. Yeah. Yeah, I know you could do that. I don't like doing it because it resets itself all the time. It's the top 75%. So it's a cut line. There are 28,008, I believe, entrants. 7,000 get cut week 1. And then 5,000 some week 2, 3,000 some week 3. So it scales down at 75% cut line all the way to week 15. Week 15 and 16 is 50% cut line into a 125 seat final. We just want shots on goal. All right, so I love this start though. Genty, Achan, and full PPR. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it is. We're gonna take JMO here. just to give us some more. Now we have earlier by so another thing about this contest, it's one of those that you're going to be playing weaker teams earlier. So, and with the 75% advance rate, I'm probably going to knock the week 14 buys a little bit. Like in the other eliminator, you want to avoid the early buys. In this, I think you want to avoid the late buys because with it being a cut line every week, the strongest teams will rise to the top and you will have players on buy against the stronger teams. And I think the early round high, like the Jeremiah Love and CD Lamb, I think that Love could fall a little, but that would be why more so than anything else. Would you like to play a game? And by the way, if you're just popping in, hashtag who to enter the giveaway. We will be doing a Drafters main after this. And after the Drafters main, we will be doing, or I will roll a dice, and whatever round it rolls, that's when I will be doing a drawing. So I think I'm just going to take Drake May here. I was talking earlier about how I think elite quarterback is a good move. We're going to do it. So for the audio listeners, we have a 1-3-2-0 right now. We got Drake May, Ashton Genty, Devon Achane, Travis, wide receiver, Ladd McConkey, Jameson Williams. I will say also, I think there's two. I think the elite tight end is really good here, but I also think the 4 punt tight ends is very strong here as well. I think both of those are really good because, like, you just have to not lose every week, right? So, and if you're new and you think that this contest looks fun, go to Drafters Fantasy, deposit $100, use promo code WHO, make an account, use promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's. They'll match $100. You put 100 in, they'll give you 100. You'll have 200 to play. That's 20 entries into this contest. And you help me out, you help them out, you help yourself out. Everyone wins. And you'll have a Drafters account, which means you can win the Drafters ticket. Well, Drafters gave us one. And that's what we're doing. We're doing Drafters today. I'm not going to say I'm correct. I'm going to guess when Flock goes live tonight that Flock Contest 1 drops. That's my guess. I believe last year it was the week of training camp that the Flock Contest dropped. I think they had 13 of the Flocks last year. And I think the math would put it really close to that if it dropped tonight. So that's my personal guess. I think that we may see the Flock Contest open up. All right, so we are about back on the clock. Players like Jaden Reed are like, they help you advance, but they're not steady. I mean, QJ, this is like a fair QJ price. I love Tucker Kraft, though. Yeah. Do I want... I like all of these receivers the same, and I think Tucker Kraft is a tier above. So we're going to take Kraft there and see if we can get one of these receivers back. Yeah, it is. It's the win-win-win scenario. I'm going to have a conversation with ChatGPT to learn how to strategize for this new format. Chat never gives me best ball advice for gambling reasons. I mean, I will take QJ if he falls back. Michael Pittman is the reason that I do think that Michael Pittman's the better pick there. So the players I liked did go. Gainwell dodges all of these bye weeks. I could take Laporta here and just shut that down. I'm going to take Gainwell though. Have four different bye weeks, four running backs right now. We got Drake May, Genty, Achan, Travis, Gainwell, McConkey, Jamo, Kraft. So we are I think that this is strong. I know that wide receiver looks gross right now, but I think it's strong. We can find wide receiver later. Like, we'll almost for sure go wide receiver right here. And we have a lot of meat and potato guys we can take. And then we have Ladd and Jamo for random. I think they'll both put up some pretty solid weeks. Maybe Ladd is just the worst pick on the board, though. I don't know. Ladd is either a really solid pick. He could literally be anything, right? Ladd could be the best pick, the worst pick, or just a slightly okay pick. If he could actually ascend to be the wide receiver one, the alpha wide receiver one into the Shanahan or the McDaniel offense, he would be doing some ludicrous things. Will he be able to? I believe he has the talent to maybe be able to do that. I did too, man. I got burned very hard by Ladd last year. Not gonna lie, it hurt, and it's still hurting. And by the way, if you're just popping in, if you could smash the I would appreciate it. We are trying, and also if you're new and you haven't subbed, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. If we hit 1K subs before kickoff, we're doing a 24-hour live stream. So if you want to make me suffer for 24 hours, all you got to do is sub, man. That's it. That's all you got to do. And then you can use #who once you're subbed, and you'll have a chance in the next draft to win a drafter's main ticket. I wonder how far Mahomes are going to fall in these rooms. And Kittle. I wonder. The dog mat doesn't like the players that I like here. I kind of think Addison is in a tier above the rest of these guys, so I'm going to take him, even though the dog mat didn't love it. There we go. And this right here with how it scrolls and stuff, that's why I don't ever use this thing. Because it doesn't need to be multi-tiered. Dobbs is definitely a pick I want. Golden would be a fine pick as well. We're doing great. Too many Niners fans in the world for Kittle to ever fall too far. Very much works like the Cowboys. All right, so we get to... I think that we need the Dobbs stack here. We need some Week 17 correlation. I think just having May with Dobbs is a good bet. We have a bunch of spiky wide receivers here. I think that we need a couple guys kind of like Dobbs on this team. Do you think drafters drop survival because Underdog did not run marathon? No. I I think that they probably planned on this all year. Thoughts on Baja Blast? I haven't drank a soda in 3 years or something, so I don't know. I drink energy drinks is all I drink, so I don't have a good opinion on that. I'm going to see if I can trick it by telling it to compare and contrast the prevailing theories out there. Survivor is semi like the Eliminator. If you go back to the beginning, you'll hear basically it's a cut line every week. It's 75%, 25%. The bottom 25% gets cut every week up until week 15. And week 15 it cuts 50%. Week 16 it cuts 50%, and week 17 is 125 person final. I drink water and stuff, like water, juices, stuff like that, but it's mostly water and energy drinks. It's not just like I'm counting like V8 fuses as energy drinks. You know, they're not really like energy drinks. So quarterback just got absolutely destroyed. That's something to note. There's definitely a player I really, really want on this team. We'll see if he falls to me. He did not, because it was Khalil Shakir. Shakir was like the perfect pick for what I have going on with Lad Jamo Addison. I do think he's a solid pick for this format as well. He's going to help secure your floor by a lot. Oh, no. Like, he probably wasn't going to make it to me anyway. And by the way, if you guys are just popping in, we're doing a drafters giveaway in the second draft. Hashtag who in the chat to sign up. We will review my team. All of the YouTube members get to review. And then we will do so it loves Jaden Higgins. I actually really like Jaden Higgins as well. Let's do that. Let's do Jaden Higgins. We have double by week 6 there. That's probably why I didn't like Addison a lot. But we're going to build out depth at this position, so I'm not incredibly worried about it. Dole makes these Crystal Light powers you mix with water, no joke. I don't like flavored water. I drink just water. For whatever reason, I don't like the flavored waters. I've tried a bunch of the powders. I don't really like them. I'm an incredibly picky person when it comes to foods. Haven't done anything in drafters, different price points. This is a $10. The survival is a $10. I might have to try it then. The Crystal Light stuff, I'll look at it. So it likes Juwan Johnson a lot here. I think just adding a quarterback makes sense. Like not worrying about a stack, just getting the quarterback that projects the best with this team. I still need a tight end, so Gunnar Helm is available as well. And I actually really like Cam Ward for this season. Nice and blunt is the reason for my afternoon struggles today. Kept me up till 2 a.m. doing a weekly winners. I was going to bed as he was starting the weekly winners thing, and I'm like, I've done my one silver bullet weekly winners. I just don't see the point in weekly winners this year when Drafters has weekly winners in the main event. I just don't see the point at all. Whip infusion. So I got out of bed. He got out of bed when he mentioned it. Then we got I mean, one of these two would be a good pick. It did like Juwan before. Hunter Henry is a stack. Like, stacking does matter in this as well because it's going to, like, all the money's won in week 17. And you just survive till week 17, right? Yeah, you get to week 7 and you get your money back. That's pretty nice as well. I like weekly winners. I don't think you are. Because weekly winners fills every year very fast. Like, the people who like weekly winners love weekly winners. I mean, all right. What do we want here? I think we're going to do Juwan. Hunter Henry has the same bye week as Kraft, so we're not going to do that. I like a lot of these names here. It likes Cooper. It likes Adonai Mitchell. It just likes Jets receiver. It doesn't mind Algier. I don't know that I like Algier on this team, knowing what, like, that he probably is not going to do a lot in the back part of the season. And early season, I should be good. Drafters literally is weekly winners. Yeah, exactly. And it's a 5K up top. It's $5 cheaper, and you get to play for the Drafters main event as well. Like, it's so much better than weekly winners. Like, it's incredibly better than weekly winners. We got a real chance at customer conversion here. I think Jets Drop Bombs has a Drafters account, but I'm not sure. I like the weekly winners element on Drafters is like, number one, weekly winners is like 180,000 people, 184,000. Drafters main is 112,000. We're gonna go Omar here. You still need late season upside in this contest. Yeah, well, you can use promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's, and they'll match you 100% of $100. You get me $40 site credit. You get a free $100 to play with. You can sign up for the Drafters ticket, like, because you need an account to get your ticket to win it, to play in the main, which is where the thing is. But yeah, there's 5,000 up top with 112,000 people, 5,000 every week in the weekly winners pool for the Drafters main event, and it's $15 price point instead of a $10 price point. But it's 15 over on Drafters, but you're into total season points, and it's got weekly winners. So there's $250,000 to first overall. And then there's a $5,000 a week on top of it. Not anytime soon. Not really anytime soon. I'm just going to take him at 8% for now and see what happens. I mean, was there news today on Alec Pierce? We start considering drafting him 2 rounds from now. I mean, I like the Alec Pierce bet. I'm not saying it feels really good right now. Do I want the third quarterback? I think I just want Debo here. Oh, they put him on PUP today? I believe you can be taken off of training camp PUP, maybe. I'll have to look. I'll have to look into this tonight a little bit. Alec Pierce, like, if healthy, would definitely be going in the 70s. I was taking him ahead of Brian Thomas Jr. and Parker Washington in pre-draft before we knew anything about the foot. So, and like, I was ahead of market on him. Yeah, you can be taken off training camp PUP. You can't be put on if you start off. Yeah. I was thinking that's how it worked, but I didn't want to speak out of turn. I knew that one auto-drafted chair would kill me. Both Pierce and Kraft were put on the active PUP list. Got it. They were the active PUP list. Let's go. I think we take the Jaden Blue here. Yeah, we'll take Jaden Blue. And we're probably done. We're done with those running backs. And hopefully we can grab another. The problem with the quarterbacks is they all have week 11 bye, right? Everybody left has week 11 bye. So it is what it is. What's up, Air Jeff? Training camp is very misleading because you can get taken off it, but even neighbors, they're trying to make it seem like it's all good. Yeah, like, I think it's kind of weird. Like, they could still put them on the IR designated to return, right? Like, that's still in the books. Like, it would be, if they think there's a chance he could play like week 2, they could just eat the roster spot for the first week, maybe the second week if he's going to play week 3, and avoid the PUP. But not putting him on the PUP means that they think there's a chance he plays in the first 4 weeks. And they're probably gambling on if they want to burn a IR spot or not. And they decided it was worth the gamble. That's my feel on it. I still wouldn't be shocked to see him miss early in the season. Now, I would have taken Mendoza here at 201. Because this is not like Underdog Eliminator where you still have to get through the early season. But it's not a 3-person final either. And it's 75% advance, not a head-to-head every week. Wicks would be great. Branch would be great. I mean, Kirk Cousins is probably a fine pick in this. I will probably take him at 208. If somebody wants to snipe me, you go right ahead. Yeah, right. Like, I think that, like, taking an extra, like taking a Kirk Cousins is fine. I think like on the Eliminator on Underdog, it's something you want to be doing. On this, I think it's a much worse overall bet. Let's go with Kayshon Boutte here. Let's just build out the little stack. Let's build out the AJ Brown gets hurt team. We got Kayshon Boutte. We have Romeo Dobbs. We have Drake May. And then we're going to take Colby Parkinson probably. It likes Michael Mayer. It likes David Njoku, but I'm still pretty not feeling great about Njoku. Boutte got positive talk today about how he was a key piece in them doing as well as they did last year. Let's take Colby Parkinson here. And let's close down this. For whatever reason, my virus protection program decided it wanted to have 7 pop-ups right now. Thanks, Avira. Nice. If you can't trust the word of Mike Vrabel, what are we as a society? Well, I'm not in a relationship with him, so he's never lied to me, about anything important. So there's that. Hashtag who, by the way, if you're just popping in, we are doing a Survivor right now. Hashtag who to enter the giveaway. We're going to do we're going to do reviews. Then we're going to enter a DK main event. Then we will roll a dice, and whatever round that dice rolls on, that's when we'll do the spin for the free drafters ticket. Been at the park the last 30 minutes. Just got home. Fantasy filler at the 10. I thought that might have been first down. I thought that maybe that was fantasy fill. No, it is not. It is fantasy filler. First down fantasy. Rigged ass dice. I mean, some are saying so. Pat Bryant, I'm assuming, did go. Oh, he went there. We'll take Franklin probably. Christian Kirk is already hurt, by the way. Already hurt. Jahan Dotson is actually a fine pick here. Cousins goes. Let's take Franklin for the week 17. I mean, I could just take a shot at one of the Browns quarterbacks. I think I just add another skill position piece, right? Like maybe a fourth tight end. I don't like this pick. I don't like this pick at all. I think we just take Dotson here. Honestly, I think we just go to 10 receivers, call it good. Lean in on the Drake May pick. He was pretty consistent last year. And so both of those guys go. I mean, whatever. We'll take Deshaun Watson. Bengals don't gamble Stein. You know their cheap franchise would have been caught. We got a 3-5-9-3 here. By the way, if you're just popping in, if you can smash a like, that would be fantastic as well. We got a Drake May, Cam Ward, Deshaun Watson, just because like nothing felt good there. Running back, Genty, HN, Travis, Kenny Gainwell, Jaden Blue. Wide receivers, Ladd, Jamo, Jordan Addison, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Higgins, Omar Cooper, Deebo Samuel, Kayshawn Boutte, Troy Franklin. Tight ends, Kraft, Juwan Johnson, Parkinson. I'm not going to lie. I don't love this. I have double bye week 11 here. I have double bye week 11 up here. I pushed quarterback 3 too far. I should have taken Aaron Rodgers here at the Deebo Samuel pick. Having solo May in week 9 feels better than solo Ward in week 11, right? So I think that I made a mistake there, but I do think that Deebo Samuel was a much better like overall pick there. So let's look at the YouTube members teams. We got Lutz. We got a 3-6-8-3 here. Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, Shadur. Running back, Breece Hall, Kyron Williams, Bucky Irving, Tyrone Tracy, Dylan Sampson, Ray Davis. Wide receiver, Jefferson Lamb. That is super fun. Man, this is a very, very fun start. Jefferson Lamb, Adunze Pittman, Jacoby Myers, Dell, Cooper Kupp, Dotson. Dotson's a very fun pick overall. I don't know you needed 8 receivers with Jefferson Lamb. You did kind of push them. Like, especially with Pittman there, I don't think you needed it, but I hated the other names on the board. So I think it was fine. We got Dallas Goedert, Hunter Henry, and TJ Hawkinson. Yeah, this is a very, very solid team there by Lutz. We got Fantasy Phil, first down fantasy here. 3-6-8-3. Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Running back, Hampton, Walker, week 17 correlation. Travion, Chris Rodriguez, Isaiah Pacheco, Mike Washington. Wide receivers, Garrett Wilson, Chris Rodriguez, Quentin Johnston at 87, Xavier Worthy, Juwan Jennings, Jeremy Bernard, Pat Bryant, Devon Bailey, Loveland Chig, and Mayer. I don't mind it. I think this works. Everything feels solid. You got your double anchor with Hendo. You push wide receiver quite a bit. I think it's fine, though. I think that this could get top 75% every week. And then we got Tiger Town here. We got a 3-7-7-3. Joe Burrow, Jackson Dart, Kirk Cousins. Running back, CMC, Saquon Barkley, Blake Corum, Keaton Mitchell, Katron Allen, Braylon Allen, Emmett Johnson. I won't be taking any Braylon Allen ever again this offseason, most likely. Wide receiver, T. Higgins, Malik Neighbors, Cortland Sutton, Alec Pierce. So doubling up on the injured guys. Jalen Naylor, Trey Harris, Darnell Mooney. That's a risky wide receiver room. Very risky wide receiver room. Tyler Warren, Travis Kelce, Jake Tonjes. In theory, Neighbors, like, if all you have to do is not get bought up 25% the first 4 weeks, maybe this is a Neighbors contest. I'm not sure, but maybe it is. We got nice and blunt, a 2-7-8-3. Josh Allen and Goff. That's very strong. Running back, Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, Alvin Kamara, Jonah Coleman, James Conner, LaQuint Allen. Wide receiver, you got the correlation here, JSN Tetaroa, Mike Evans, Jordan Tyson, Shaheed for the double, Isaac Tesla, Dontavian Wicks, Ted Hurst, Laporta, Kincaid, Freiermuth. I think this is my favorite team I've seen so far for this contest. You got double anchor receiver, like you have Derrick Henry with a bunch of guys that should be able to put up some points here and there. An awesome quarterback room. Wide receiver room is straight fire. Laporta plus Kincaid are very strong picks as well. I like it a lot. And I think that's it for the YouTube members. If I missed you, I apologize. Say something. We will go to that. We are entering a drafters main event right now. We need 10. By the way, if you're new, if you're just popping in, #who, we will be doing a giveaway. When this fills, I will be rolling a dice, and whatever it rolls, it's a 20-sided dice. Whatever it rolls, that's the round we're going to do the drawing in. Pack it up. I got the shipper. I've been watching football since 1967. Bauer's the most talented tight end I've ever seen. But he's ruined my roster again. Your roster looks fine too, Mules. It looks perfectly fine. You just don't like the way it looks. So, I think I know why you think that. Like, just because you take Bowers doesn't mean you have to wait to take tight end 2 till round 18. If you start taking Bowers and then taking another tight end at like round 12, 13, 14, I think you're going to like those rosters a lot more. Like waiting until Gesicki to take your last one, that to me is just too much. Like at that point, you might as well just not take a tight end too, in my opinion. But I'm also out on Gesicki, so. Whatever it rolls to, how many tick? I mean, number one, Drafters supports the channel by giving me tickets to give away. They give me 1 ticket a week, but they have to add it. So I would give away all the tickets they let me give away. It's not on me, it's on them, guys. We need 5 more. So Jets drop bomb. This is what we're talking about. It is a 112,000 person tournament. I don't know why I did that. 112,000 in a week. It's 250,000 to first, 125,000 to second, 75 to third. Top 10 all get 12,000 overall total season point. On top of it, they have a weekly winners, which is 5,000 to first, 2,000 for second. So you do 150 of these, it's $2,250. First place in the weekly winners is a little over double your entry fee total. But if you're just playing the weekly winners anyway, like why would you not also want to play for the total season prize with it? Like to me, this is the smarter structure for weekly winners than what Underdog has. Instead of having the 20K up top every week, let's pool that other money into an actual like top heavy, and it is top heavy, but another top heavy total points tournament. So that's why I'm not going to do any more weekly winners. Well, I was planning on doing 0 and got baited into 1. I just think so. We are +2. We need 2 more people. 2 more brave souls to go against me in this lobby. Oh, okay. I don't think it mattered that much. Like, so to go over what you're talking about here, Two Mules, to me, either the Harvey or like with the Elite, like you did what you need to do. Like you went 10 receivers, but you got 3 there. You got a block of solid guys. You got the anchor there. You got enough at quarterback. Like, and then you went 10 receivers. Like, I think your wide receiver room looks good, man. I think it looks good. Watch out who everybody's got that dog mathin'. What's up? How we doing, W? All right, hashtag who to enter the giveaway if you're just popping in. All right. We are in. We are rolling the dice. We got a 17. So round 17, we will be doing the giveaway. Y'all have a chance. I messed that up. Hashtag winning. So we got the 105. We got Fantasy Filler at the 12. Two Mules at the 11. We got Megatron at the 8. Jay Judas at the 6. Nice and Blunt at the 4, I believe. Again. Lutz at the 3. Good luck, everybody. Hashtag winning. We currently have 25 entrants. So yeah, good luck to all. You do need to be present to win. We'll take a JSN chair. What are your favorite late round drafters pick? Hashtag. I don't know why I said hashtag. I was reading the chat. It's hashtag who, just so you know. Capital H, 2 little O's. I haven't taken Devontae Walker. Devontae Walker hasn't really been getting camp speak either. He was finally, like, I don't know if you listened to the legendary F-Side Coach Speak Index thing. Tez Walker finally got a mention today or yesterday. You know Vrabel loves Booty. I think Booty is a click that I'm going to start making a little more. Obviously, I'm into Pat Bryant. Like, we know where we are, right? I kind of like Chris Brazzell as one of my favorite clicks in the last round now. They've came out and said that they got him to help open up McMillan, which means he's going to be on the field a lot. He might be running clear out routes, but those clear out routes are those routes that if he gets open, it's like 16 points in one play. So I'm pretty in on that. You know, like to a 40-yard touchdown pass is 10 points, right? Or 11 points at full PPR. And if he does anything else on top of that, like that's a pretty solid week. But they are planning on using him quite a bit this year. So Brazzell is one of my new favorite picks. I've always been clicking him a little bit. Ted Hurst is a little harder to me. Same reason with like Igbuka's hard, because I think that is going to be a very spread out offense. Is my feel on it. Drake London goes there to Connor. Conor McGregor. Hampton obviously goes. Let's do Bowers. Let's do a Bowers team. I don't do a lot of Bowers on this site. I think it's harder to hit the elite tight end and total points, but in the eliminator thing, I think it's a solid pick. And on DraftKings and playoff formats, I think it's a really good pick. Brazel is how I think about Walker and Thornton. I mean, I take a lot of Tyquan Thornton as well. Walker just hasn't been like given the nod that he's going to be the one with the role yet. I know you listen to Spike Week. I know that Eric is really, really in on Walker. I just want to see more there. I like from him specifically. I liked Walker coming out. So I will take him. It's also a pick that I don't think getting ahead on is really going to help. Like at best, he's going to become like a round 18 pick, in 20 round formats. I just don't think that's something you need to like chase ahead of time, right? All right. The Mathletic Buka. Too bad I refuse to take him here. I've got a player I like a lot. I mean, I love the Olave price. I'm just taking the Olave pick here. I think he's a clear bet. Like him and Zay are clearly ahead of the rest of them. Egbuka is just a hard pick for me, as we were discussing. I've discussed a bunch. Walker breaking ties with the other Ravens receivers with year 3 versus rookie. I think in the past, so I think if it was still a Harbaugh team, that would make sense. In my eyes, it's a new coaching staff that came in, seen a roster that had Bateman, Walker, and Flowers. They're like, this Flowers guy is awesome, but we need some more guys for the future. And they drafted 2 wide receivers. To me, them drafting 2 wide receivers is an indictment on what they believe. Like, it tells you what they believe about the other 2 receivers. Now, they have said that Bateman is going to be on the field. I wasn't super high on Surratt. I was higher on Surratt than Jacoby Lane. Surratt was like my wide receiver 9. Like, we can go back to my rankings and I'll go double check. I moved him up at the very, very end. Adams falls here and there. I think Scadaboo here makes sense, though. Why? Running back 1. All right, so here's my post-combine sheet. I had Surratt at 10. Oh, you were high on Surratt. Got it. Yeah, I just think you look at the way that that the team is talking and stuff, and to me it's hard to get in on the Devontae Walker stuff right now. And maybe I'm wrong. Like I also don't think it's a role that's gonna define fantasy seasons. If it's Devontae Walker, I don't, at least. Because we've seen him. Let's change the music up. So Swift goes at 45 there. I mean, Travion will be a fun pick here. All right, so we take Mike Evans. My read on it is that Bateman is the clear 2 for the time being, but someone can push him off. Yeah, that's exactly what I have seen. Is that they're like, hey, these other 2 are rookies. Bateman's good enough to be the guy, and they're just not talking about Walker. Walker is also a function of how I build a full PPR. I tend to make accumulator types. Malik Washington. And if that's the case, like, I think that you should, like, the Brazel pick is a better pick. I think the Thornton pick is too. I mean, at least you're looking at it that way. It makes sense to do it that way. How dare you, Quill? Hashtag who to enter. We rolled 17, so you still got time. I think the guy who has the best chance to do that is Surratt. Lane feels like they've talked about Surratt Lane being a project too. They've been open about it. They're like, yeah, he's like a ball of clay that needs to be molded, basically. And they like him in the red zone. So we got Scatabo, JSN, Olave, Mike Evans, Bowers. I don't ever take Jadarian Price. Jalen Warren being ahead of. Do we just want to take? Yeah, we're going to do the Pollard thing. See what happens. Not that I've broke or anything. Lane I won't touch. Feels like a practice squad guy. Yeah, I think Tyquan Thornton is a really good pick down there. I think that, like, Chris Brazel to me is one of the clearest bets now. Pat Bryant is a good pick down there to me. This is a good read on it too. I think Lane is a Bateman replacement for next year, but I will mix in for certain plays. Yeah, so the way I'm doing it is if I take Lamar, I'm not forcing Surratt in like round 18. If he's there in 19, I'll take him, and if he goes, I'll take some Jacoby Lane. Like, I think I'm on like 2% Jacoby and like 12% Surratt, and I think I'm happy with that. I think I feel pretty good about that. It's happened, guys. The flipping in. I've been saying as soon as Chuba goes behind Brooks, I'm in on Chuba. We got 46 watching, guys. Thank you all for popping in. I don't love this position. The math likes him. It loves Godwin. Let's just do Godwin. I like the Godwin pick a lot. There's going to be a quarterback and a running back I like in these two picks. So no reason to push it. I much prefer this wide receiver room to the last one with Bowers. Is why I think tight ends are too expensive. I mean, obviously you're going to like this wide receiver room. I don't like that wide receiver room more. Like, you pulled Devonta Smith up to 14, man. I can't get behind that. Like, Devonta Smith ahead of Drake London, Nico Rice. I'm pretty out on that. It'll be unique. Like, if that pick was Brock Bowers, I would like this way more. Godwin's super sneaky. It's not far off to being wide receiver 2 in 2025. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm pretty in on just being overweight Godwin, and if Igbuka burns me, Igbuka burns me. So for those of you just popping in, we have not done the giveaway yet. Hashtag who in the chat to enter the giveaway. At round 17, we will be rolling. You need to be present to win. You can get Smith in the late third when it opened. You can get him in the early fourth at some points too. So, what's up, Chris? How we doing? Best ball on call. And if you don't have a Drafters account, you can sign up on Drafters using promo code WHO, capital H, 2 little O's. They will match you 100% of $100. You put in 100, they give you 200. You support me, you support them, but mostly you support yourself. My issue with Bowers is when Winks comp for Loveland and Travis Kelce when I think Bowers. No, I don't like Bowers as much in total points. I love him in the playoff stuff. Make one, man. Make one, use promo code WHO, and then you'll be able to join the giveaway and win a free ticket. All right, so let's go ahead and secure this stack. The only running back that I really wanted there went. So I mean, I've been doing the promo on over and over, but it does. I've had a couple signups this year. It's helped out a lot. We got 53 watching. We got 43 likes. Thanks everybody. If we get the 40 likes, I'll do another one of the new contest, the survival contest. I think that survival contest is super, super fun. So I might end up coming over to Drafters a little more often to do some of these. It'll be in round 17. My 24-hour live stream, I held steady at like 110 for like 3 or 4 hours. Or my 12-hour live stream, I held steady at a lot, like at 100 some. It was like 110 to 130 for like 3 hours consecutively. That was super fun. Vita Vea wants to trade for the Bucks. So something else about the Bucks is like, there's been a lot of like negative reports coming with like the way that the players feel about being on the team haven't felt great. I think I need the upside of Brooks here. I've kind of been ignoring the dog math portion of this, but I also understand that until you filled out your flexes, it's not working at 100%. And at certain points, you need a certain style of player. And I think this team needs a style of a very big upside win at running back because we push running back a bit. And I think that these kind of builds are probably the worst kind of builds to do on drafters. Todd Bowles is definitely on the hot seat. I think the Bucks made a big mistake not firing Bowles. No idea what they were waiting for. Yeah, I can't disagree with that at all. I can't disagree at all. So I don't know. How many likes did I say to get to do another draft? Did I say 40? I don't remember. But also, if you're new to the content and you enjoy what you're listening to, go ahead and hit that sub. At 1,000 subs, we're going to do a 24-hour live stream, assuming we get there before NFL kickoff. Also, you'll be able to enter the Drafters giveaway. You make an account, be present, have an account, because you'll have to message me on X or Discord your username if you win. All right, so through, what is that? 9 rounds, 10 rounds. We got a 1-3-4-1. We got Purdy. We have Scadabo, Pollard, Brooks, JSN, Olave, Mike Evans, Godwin, Brock Bowers. So where did, I think Tyson went on this side of me. Jordan Tyson went here. So if I want Tyler Shuck or Baker, I need to take him here. But this room is letting quarterback fall. I'd had to give you username in the Discord. Don't remember. Oh, yeah. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Like, you have time. It usually takes drafters a couple days, sometimes a week to get their ticket. Roni got his ticket today. I think we drafted that on Thursday. If I win, sounds good. All right, so Matt Stafford's still here. We're going to get that's a nice little fall there for him. Jordan Mason does go. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Baker thing. The dog math really likes it. I could have went with rules are rules. I mean, I was never taking Stafford there. I was never doing that. If I would have got Devontae Adams, I would have I definitely wouldn't have stacked them. Yeah, I haven't looked at the report. Most people that are asking for trades want that, aka more money. So we got Tyler Shuck did go. I expected that. I was actually going to make this a JCM team. That was the whole plan. The whole plan. It likes Shakir a lot. It likes Rodriguez even more. Let's do Rodriguez. I think on this team, he fits very, very well. The math really likes it. And I need a third guy in case Brooke takes a few weeks to get there. He asked for the trade after he failed to agree a contract extension proposed by the Bucks. Got it. Or they were so far away that he's just like, you guys aren't serious. No, like that offer was disrespectful. Get me away from your face. Get me away from your face. I ain't dealing with that. Maybe that's what happened. I mean, it does depend on what they thought he was worth and what they offered to. It could be a situation like that to where they felt disrespected from the contract offer and they're just like, get me away. Mike Evans was not happy with the way things ended out there either. So it could just be one of those situations. So, Yeah. So, by the way, tomorrow we're bringing back Who's Crew. We have somebody who used to be here every day, can't make it every day now, but they can make it tomorrow, and that's Brew Crew. Brew Crew will be on. You all get to meet Brew Crew in the flesh. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an awesome time. And then after that show, I will be on with Nice and Blunt, and we're going to be going over why or tight end values. Like, we're going to go over like at every tight end their ADP, if it's a value or not, and how much of a value we believe these picks are, and how much of a we believe that they're either okay or whatever. We're not sure what the tiers will be, but it'll be tight end value day. Could be everyone forgets John Lynch has a job only because Brock. True. I think the Bucks and Baker are not reaching. Yeah, because if they make him run out that contract. All right, so we got Purdy, we got Mayfield. We have the Darnold thing. I'm kind of okay with what we have. Chig, Pops. Let's do a Chig team. I like Chig a lot. The dog math really wanted the tight end there, it looked like. Hashtag who, for anybody who hasn't entered the giveaway, hashtag who, we will be spinning the wheel at when I make my pick at 197. You will have till pick 212 to say something in the chat to claim the prize. If you haven't said anything, we will be absolutely be re-rolling. And if it's a close call like it was last week, we'll let it up to the chat on if you get it or not. And they said yes last time. Knew there was no way I was getting. When it was him versus Keaton Mitchell. I was actually interested in Woody Marks, believe it or not. Like, if I didn't take Chig, oh, you have Jaden. Yeah, do you have Terry? You don't. I mean, Jaden's fine. Kamara getting pulled up here feels about right. Yeah, I didn't. It was very close, and like I said, I'm on a delay. I can't see it for sure. So we're gonna be done at these tight ends. I think we take Pacheco here. Yeah, we're going to take Pacheco. For the audio listeners, we got a 2-5-4-2. We got Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield. Running back, Cam Scatterbo. Hold on. Yeah, so Darnold did go. Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, Scatterbo, Pollard, Brooks, Rodriguez, Pacheco. Wide receiver, JSN, Olave, Evans, Godwin. I like this core. And then Bowers and Chig. We're done here. We might add another quarterback depending on what happens. We could add one of those two. If we don't add a third, we don't add a third. It's all good. No harm. Antonio Williams is a stud. Is that true? I'm open to taking Pacheco anytime Connor comes off my board. I mean, if it happens, it happens, man. But at this current point, Pacheco is an okay pick. It's not a great pick. Uh-oh. We got a war going on. Just saying for the Jaden drafter. Ah. I mean, Trey Harris is a really good pick here. And Bryce Young would be a fun pick. I'm definitely taking Bryce if he gets here. If he doesn't, it's probably going to be Trey. And we're closing out wide receiver. All right, so yeah, we're going to take Bryce Young. Nice and Blunt gets the choice of taking Trey Harris. Now I'm kind of locked into taking some wide receivers. I need a tight end, and I fulfill my Charger quota requirements. I figured out my drafters account name. Now I'm ready to win. Let's go, says Chris. We are pick 197. If you're just popping in, hashtag who in the chat at pick 197. We'll be spinning the wheel. We will be doing a giveaway. You have one round to claim. And also, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subbed, go ahead and hit that sub. I go live every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. Every Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. Central. We haven't missed for a long time. Now, my work schedule is probably going to change here in the next month or so, and I won't be able to do Thursdays anymore. I'll have to do it'll Thursdays will be cut out, and they'll be Monday through Wednesday, and probably a weekly Saturday night show though. Coming out of the woodwork. He won like 3 weeks ago. I think it was 4 weeks ago. It was about a month ago when you won. So he's good. I don't like the Tesla price. Stribling's been getting a little bit of buzz. I have Purdy. If Stribling makes it, I'll take him. I don't absolutely love it, but I will do it. I kind of hope he goes. Malik Washington, I guess, is the backup if Stribling goes. Jerry Jeudy was not on my list. I'll tell you that for free. Jerry Jeudy was definitely not on my list. So we are 15 picks away from the giveaway. Yeah, I mean, we're up to 34 entries. That's fantastic. We almost have as many entries as likes. We got 52 watches and 38 likes. Thanks, everybody, for being supportive. I did say it's 40 likes for another draft after this one. This is my exact thought. This is my exact thought. I've convinced myself Judy will be. I've heard that take. Drafting from the 7th spot. Enjoy the stream. Best of luck. Did you? Oh, there we go. I only review members, but I also review the very first time you're in a stream. We got Legalize It with a gifted membership. Who got it? Ragnar. Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome to the Hoop Crew.
Oh, I guess I lied. We got 2 rounds to go. I guess I can't count, guys. I might be able to draft players, but I thought I drafted more. We got 57 watching now. And we're up to 43 likes. So we locked in another draft. We will be doing one of those survival. The survival tournament's super good. High five, man. High five. I know last night I teased I was going to make another clip. I didn't get to the clip because I want a soundbite made for it, and I don't want to do the clip until the soundbite's made. So Jaden Blue would be a fun upside swing here. Sean Tucker's fine. Do we have we don't have Gainwell in this one. I think I want the upside swing here on Jaden Blue. I think that's where we're at. I think we want that upside swing. Let's look at tight ends. I don't like the Cade Otton pick, especially with Bowers. These names, though. I do need to start taking. What just happened? Hashtag who? Uh-oh. We are a few picks away from the giveaway. Hashtag who if you haven't entered. I will let this pick time out. And then we will be we will do the spin. So I'll give you guys just a few more seconds. 37 entries now. Calvin Ridley would be a really fun pick here. JSN Olave. Yeah, I think Ridley fits this. Oh, I lied. I just instantly clicked it. My bad, y'all. But rules are rules. We did it. Mr. Big Jimmy in at the last second. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Devin won. I believe he won the first giveaway of the offseason. So you can congratulate him or yell at him. Your choice. Devin won. Congratulations, sir. Bruh. So rigged. No rigged in the chat, huh? No rigged. Yeah, you have to say something in the chat before pick 212, or you forfeit and we re-roll. What's the worst is if you're not watching the screen and you look away and you look back and you're the one on the slow roll. If you're watching it, you know you're getting slow rolled. But if you look away and you look back and it's slow rolling you, you get excited for a second, right? Like that's happened to me a couple times. These guys have a cheat code. There he is, locked in. Congratulations to Devin. Yeah, I fully believe that Devin's out here hacking my 37-person StreamYard giveaway for a $15 ticket. I believe that. I could be convinced. Devin has joined the Boo Crew. Yeah, so let's go. It doesn't like any of these picks, huh? I mean, Keenan Allen is just going to play, right? Over these other names, like when his wife said that he's going to play, like I'm into just taking him now. If he gives himself a Memby, I'll be impressed. See you in hell, Devin, says Mike Rob. Always out here spreading love. Mike Rob always spreading the love. So, yeah, let's take Keenan here. I'm not sure why I like Keenan more than other people. It might be that since it doesn't specify a team yet, we're good. So, there we go. Wrong one. There we go. I needed to change the banner real quick. So, gotta run. Draft a shipper. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. But yeah, we will be doing another draft. We'll be doing another of the survivals. We got who all we got? We got Lutz, Nice and Blunt, my team. I believe that is it on the reviews. Oh, and Conor McGregor. It's your very first time drafting a Drafters main event. So, have you done Drafters previously? Did you like underdog marathon format? Let me know why you're over here now. Like, you just been actually living life instead of being a G-Gen like me? Like, what's been going on? It likes Mac Hollins a lot. Ooh, Xavier Leggett. Let's go with Brazil. As I said, I'm really liking the Brazil. I've been doing a ton of DK and underdog. I love drafters. I just haven't been getting it in your volume. Also, oh, nice. Did you have any luck playing out there? I would love to be able to play at the World Series. Surprised Connor made it out of the first round. Thoughts on that statement there? Thoughts on that statement? Jets drop bombs is like rounds and rounds away. He is definitely not live. For sure not live. I don't like any of these tight ends. I think I'm pretty solid at every position, though. I mean, Scatabo, Pollard. I think I just want to add an upside swing here at running back. Scatabo, Pollard, Brooks, Rodriguez, Pacheco, Jaden Blue. Like, maybe this is a Heidenreich team. I'm kind of feeling like taking Heidenreich right now. If he's here, I'm going to do it. Yeah, we'll be doing a survival as the next one. It feels like you can have an edge on drafters, but this could just be a delusion for sheer doing any real volume. I mean, ask DJ Quill. She had an edge last year in drafters. She had 4 of the top 30, or 4 of the top 50 in the drafters mini, the 56K contest. I mean, if you have the right player, like drafters rewards having bigger player stands and being right on those stands more is the crux of it. So Heidenreich would make sense here. If not him, yeah, we do the thing. All right, so we got a 3-7-8-2 here. We got Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, and Bryce Young. Running backs: Scatabo, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Brooks, Rodriguez, Pacheco, Jaden Blue, Eli Heidenreich. So we got a couple ugly running backs here in the middle, and Rodriguez and Pacheco, and some like fun big upside guys here with Blue and Heidenreich. Wide receivers: JSN, Olave, Evans, Godwin. So we went we went 4 really strong receivers up top. And then we took Stribling, Ridley, Keenan, and Brazel. So we took 2 rookies and then 2 guys to help get us through that bye week 8. And then Bowers and Chig. I think this is a really, really solid team. I like it. And I haven't done it in a while, but I do think this could be.
This could be the team that takes the whole thing down.
I think if Jonathan Brooks is kind of what you need, like in the after week 4 or something, I think this team could be alive at that point and maybe get there. All right, so we got Lutz here. Last year, top 10 finisher, 3.683. Jalen Hurts, CJ Stroud, Geno Smith, running back, Jeremiah Love, David Montgomery, Jadarian Price, Blake Corum, Woody Marks, Justice Hill. That's very good. 3rd round Love feels pretty strong. And Price going where he should in this draft. Warner brother on the headphones. Sorry, sir. Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, double anchor, McLaurin, Makai Lemon, Dobbs, Adonai Mitchell, Horton, Alec Eilmanor, Goddard, Helm, and Barner. Just a solid team by Lutz. A couple names I don't love. Like, I don't love the 2 rookie running backs, but I think this could work. You got the handcuff Houston thing going on. The Blake Corum. Like, Blake Corum looks pretty good right now. I'm going to wait until I'm done with reviews, man. If you want to jump in now, like, you're allowed. Like, I will tell you when I'm jumping in. And we can't review him, not a member. But Fantasy Phil is. We got a 2.693. Drake May, Dak Prescott, running backs, Javonte Williams, Quinshon Judkins, Rashad White, Hank Bigsby, Tyler Algier, Katron Allen. I like this room. Quinshon at pick 60 feels really good. You got the upside there of, like, I love this White plus Katron thing. I've actually been doing Katron plus JCM here and there too. I haven't been doing White plus JCM, but I think I may start mixing that combination in too. I like taking Katron with one of the other backs. So if I like that, like I don't think round 10 plus 12 is really too high to take these guys in. Wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Michael Pittman, Jacoby Myers, Stephon Diggs, Tesla Surratt, Booty, Malachi Fields. Colston Loveland, did not expect to see an elite tight end down here. Ferguson and Mayer. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. You got 2 strong quarterbacks on top of it. Well correlated. You got stacks. Makes sense. Then we got Conor McGregor out here. Let's see if he gets out of this round or not. We got a 2.594. Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff. On the thin side for total points, in my opinion, but it could hit. It could hit. I assume that you're pretty stacked up, and if it hits, it'd have to be on like a super stack team on one of the sides. Ashton Genty, Travis Manungai, Ray Davis, Nicholas Singleton. Wide receiver, London Egbuka, Jamo, Brian Thomas, Sutton Shaheed, Keon Bateman Noel, Isaiah Likely, Hunter Henry, Sadiq, and Dulcich. So you got the 4 tight ends. I think it's a nice, solid 4 tight ends to take. This wide receiver room works. So does the running back room. I think that instead of like Shaheed just tacking on a random third quarterback might have been the move. I think that quarterback is a little on the thin side, but everything else is very, very strong. All right. We're entering the survival contest right now. Jump in if you want to jump in. There's a spot on the board where White and JCM fall naturally to take both. I think it might be 2 or 3. I've done it multiple times. It's one of those things I think it's easier to do if you're willing to take White in round 9 and still do it. I think you can do it on the left side of the board. But you have to pull White up over some people. I don't necessarily think that that's going to be wrong at the end, though, either. So we are doing a $10 survival draft. $10 survival draft over here on Drafters. Good luck, everybody. And by the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subbed, if you could smash that sub, I would appreciate it. I'm back in line. Yeah, so Quill, you weren't here at the beginning. It's like old Eliminator. So top 75% advance every week till week 15. And then it's got a 125 per week 17 final. So so top half in week 15, 16, top 75% in weeks 1 through 14. It's $10 entry, $50K up top. They've even got milestone bonuses on this one. So you can do 11 of these for $100 bucks. And if you don't have Drafters account like AMC here, you could use promo code WHO, get $200 and have 21 shots at this for $100 bucks. I mean, that sounds like a win to me. I think this is a very, very fun contest. Like, this is maybe better than the actual Eliminator. This is more fair than the actual Eliminator. I think the strongest teams will rise to the top here. Appreciate the feedback. Never really found the spot to take a third. Like I figured, better. I think so. The way I view it, and I might be wrong, is if you have the 2 quarterback teams like a Goff, Lawrence there, the only way that hits is if you're like mega stacked. Like, let's say you had Parker Washington and Travis Hunter and Britton Strange, right? Like, in those situations, I think it could work. You know, because that means you're bringing along more people along for the ride. And if all those players are hitting, that means Trevor Lawrence is such a smash. He probably doesn't need the 3rd quarterback to bring him along. Like, and I think that, like, especially with Jared Goff being the 2 there, I think like Goff is a player that is a really good pick, but I like him in 3 quarterback builds unless you have a double stack, because I don't see him really being the separator unless he's bringing 2 people along with him above their ADP. But I mean, they do have an incredible offense, so maybe I'm wrong. Who's running back room? I'm 32 main event squads in. What's the max players? I wouldn't have 42% BTJ. I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't have that. So we are waiting on, it looks like 4 here for the the survival. I would have. I'm probably gonna try to have like. I don't know if you really believe in it. I don't think it's wrong. And I think the lower amount that you've done, the higher stands makes more sense as well. Why are you not such? So he has. It's more about like why. Yeah, I was trying, man. Why would you not? He has such high upside and a decent floor. I just think that like with two quarterbacks only, you need that to smash in a really high way. So if it's only bringing along one pass catcher, the two quarterbacks probably don't hit heavy enough to pay off being the only two quarterbacks on your team. But maybe I'm wrong. Like I would have to go back and look at what's happened in the past a little more. It's just kind of a thought experiment in my own mind. The pivot is with him, Trevor, not Washington. Yeah, no. And I think the double stacking matters in the two quarterback builds. Like a single stack could easily get there, like for sure. But I think if you're only two quarterbacks, like those quarterbacks need to really be hitting, which kind of means they need to bring multiple people along. I think that's where stacking gets carried away when you don't draft Goff standalone and take a lesser quarterback as a stack. With my build style, I want to try to win with the wide receiver. So, yeah, no, I get that. I think if you just look at all the builds last year that won, it was an early running back or two, then a bunch of wide receiver. I think that those kind of builds are kind of the way to do it. I'm not going to lie. So we got Beck here at the 2. We got D-Boy at the 4. We got the 9. Corey Drellick is at the 8. UCF Jaguar at the 10. And I believe FF Links is probably listening. I haven't seen him ever comment, but I've seen him in a bunch of my rooms. And we got 2 mules at the 7. So I believe that is it for the people watching. So we will have my team and UCF Jaguars team to review. And I believe D-Boy, is that Megatron? Let's go. Let's take Jefferson here. I like Jefferson and Lamb and JT all kind of the same. I'm going to do like 50 to 75 of these. So I want some exposure to the 9 or to not to the 9. Please no exposure to 9. We need Jefferson to not have exposure to 9. Maybe this is a bad omen. Maybe taking Jefferson at pick 9 is not the move. Maybe that is inciting summoning 9 back to the roster, and we don't need that. No, I actually like those 2 more. I'm mixing in exposure. I don't have a heavy lean on those guys. I prefer Genty and Amon-Ra to those guys heavily. My favorite build so far is Genty, Walker, Igbuka, Waddle, Watson, BTJ. I mean, 5 of those players seem like really good picks. All right, so we got Jefferson here. I really like Chase Brown, just in general. I really likes Rice. Yeah, let's just take Chase Brown. I think Chase Brown in full PPR is kind of underrated. What's up, Martin? How we doing, sir? I just did a Bowers team. And this is the eliminator style, so we just need to get teams through. This is the survival. We just have to have the top 75% every week. I think Bowers would have been a good pick, but I want the Chase Brown pick a little more. I did. I ended up having to do something after Tony Pollard got selected, and it wasn't like I was like appalled by it. I was just like, I had stuff I had to go do anyway. Let me go look. I'll have to bring it up. So for the main event, because I did a whole bunch of early best ball stuff. Emmett Johnson, Scatabo, Pollard, Diggs, Hunter Henry, Pat Bryant, Brazel, Mahomes, Bryce Young, apparently, Alec Pierce, who I think is a smash, Schultz, Cooper, Amon-Ra, 21% Amon-Ra. That's a stand. Rice at 19%, David Montgomery. I don't want that much David Montgomery. I know that. So I had to stop taking him as much. I think tryouts go Taylor. So I was taking Emmett Johnson a bunch early because he could be a 0, but if we find out he is the RB2 on the Chiefs, he's going to start going where Jaden Blue did last year in around 15 or 16. So I wanted to get a whole bunch of him. I still am a believer in his talent. So I'd be willing to bet over 95% of the teams drafted the best ball will have some sort of stack. It's kind of hard to not get a stack. I think tryouts go to Taylor's, Bowers. What do you mean is so much farther this year? I don't understand, sir. I don't know. All I know is the PPR Tyler's in it, and I know PPR Tyler. He's been good to me, and I really liked his channel, so I'm rooting for him. That's all I know. That doesn't mean I'm watching the show. It likes Kyron a lot. We have double by week 6 already. We can't take T because of that. Give me Brees, honestly. I like Brees Hall this year. Once those wide receivers are off the board, once Olave and Zayer's off the board, I do like Brees. And Brees is the week 17 correlation with Jefferson as well. So I don't mind that at all. I would have taken Neighbors there if he made it, for sure. Loveland's the pick here. or McLaurin. So we're going to go with Loveland here. We're going to do the elite tight end that I like more in Loveland at cost than Bowers. I like the Bowers price, but I love the Loveland price. I'm taking away from this that I need to go more anchor robust on drafters. I do a lot of 3-4. Yeah, so like I've went over this several times. Let me get to the right sheet real quick. But if we look at the stats from last year and we go to the running backs, and this is separated out by points per game, and this is half point, so it is a little different. But look at the names and where they were drafted last year. McCaffrey, first round. Taylor, second round. Bijan, Gibbs, both first round. Achane, second round. James Cook, in the middle of the fourth. By far the best value. Derrick Henry, second round. Jacobs, third round. Kyron, third round. Chase Brown, second to third round. So the top 10 were all drafted, other than James Cook, in the top 3 rounds. I mean, it is, but like 100 receptions, 46, 79, 77, 67. So Derrick Henry is the only one that like was massively different, right? And Chase Brown had 69 receptions. How many of you guys knew Chase Brown had 69 receptions? Like, that's why I love Chase Brown at full PPR. He had almost 70 receptions, and that was with Jake Browning throwing him the ball for like 3 weeks. So I think you need, and at least in the total points format, not this format, I think that the elite, I think you need to get some production at running back early. Like, if you just look at the amount of points those guys scored, and like the full PPR is way different, but like the top running backs at receptions last year were the same guys that the top points per game guys were pretty close, right? Like, other than Kenneth Gainwell, nobody else like really absolutely smashed in just PPR. And it would have got like an additional 3 or 4. I really wanted Lamar in this team. Let's go with Christian Watson, or do we do Rome? I'll do Watson here. Yeah, so if we separate this now by receptions. Oh, I did targets, my bad. You got Gainwell mixed in here. Genty, by the way, 55. People don't know that. RJ Harvey. But in half-point PPR, that's an additional 20 points throughout the season. That's essentially one fantasy point per game, right? Like, let's say it's even 1.5. Well, if we separate this out, all of those guys are 14 points over. I am on the clock, by the way. Yeah, let's go Marv. Marv sounds good. So, like, if we separate this back out here, look at the guys who aren't there. 10 points. Let's add 2 points. That's 12 points. That's a good bet. Like, that's a very big hit if you add an extra 1.2 points per game. And Tajay Spears, like, he wasn't getting close to the points that matter. Rashad White, he wasn't getting like way up there. Dowdle actually had close to as many as Jalen Warren. So like, broken on drafters where you can get. Oh yeah, I love I have a ton of Gibbs, Bijan, plus Rice, Nico. Or, I mean, I don't care about Devonta Smith, but yeah, I get that you got those things, but like if you go back and you look at where those players went, right? Like if you look at these points per game, yes, Javonte was a smash. Travis was a smash. Swift was a smash. Scatabo was a smash, right? Like if they would have all played all those games. But you look at these top guys, how many more points they have than the rest of them? Like it is a total points contest. What you can't make up is the most points on like is what the top end points were. That's something you just can't make up. So if we have similar health this year, it's going to be that way again. So we got Jefferson, Chase Brown, Breece Hall, Loveland, Christian Watson, and Marv. Ramondre would be really fun here. Chuba would be fine, I guess. Ramondre goes. It likes Godwin again. I kind of want to just do this. But I think we're going to do Godwin again, actually. I've been taking Jefferson over Jenny. Yeah, like, especially in full PPR. Like, the fact that you can get Genty in round 2 on DraftKings is wild. He had 55 receptions in a non-functional offense. Like, a non-functional offense, he had 55 receptions. With a quarterback who could had no time. Like their Lindenbaum is going to change a lot for that offense. And that's one reason why in the full PPR, like I am pushing Genty around the corner on DraftKings because you could just get him in round 2 like 40% of the time now, and I already have 17% of a first round pick. So like I'm fine with it to get. I'll give up 2 shares of Genty for every 5 to get monster shares of Genty. Yeah, I got him at 18 the other. I got an Amon-Ra Genty team, which feels fantastic. Like, that is ludicrous. Let's go RJ Harvey here. Different bye week. We were just looking at the receptions. He had a whole bunch of receptions last year. So, yeah, I have 17% over there. I have 13% on the underdog. And he's he falls further on DraftKings, and he's a better bet on DraftKings. Like, he's just clearly a better bet on DraftKings. And I think this format specifically is like really, really geared towards Genty. So like in the Eliminator, I'm hardcore going for Christian McCaffrey because you need to advance and it's head-to-head every single week, and McCaffrey is going to fully smash like in the head-to-head stuff as long as he's healthy. If he gets hurt, like you're advancing. And a lot of the teams that you're going to play against are also CMC teams, right? And this, with it having a finals like it does, and with the easier advance than the head-to-head, I'm probably going to have very little CMC in this contest, even though it's full PPR. Like, I will have Amon-Ra above him. I might even have Genty above him because I love Genty's playoff schedule too. Wasn't that the team you drafted on? I've seen. I mean, did I drafted on Liam's stream? I've drafted like 2 teams this year on Liam's stream. I did an eliminator today, and I did one earlier. I don't think it was on Liam. It might have been. I don't know. I'd have to go find the team. Let's change the music up, by the way. Getting Kyle Pitts back would be fun. We could stop at 2 tight ends if we do that. I agree. I have St. Brown and Genty ahead of CMC. Yeah, like I think that in Eliminator on Underdog, I think just going full into CMC and using that as your hedge versus a CMC. Like I'm using it as a hedge versus a CMC entry, right? Because like you could still win with an injured CMC there. I mean, yes, we take Kyle Pitts at 105. So that's kind of what I got, like 18% CMC there. I've actually got 8% CMC on DraftKings, which shocked me. I'm hoping they put out a flash sale today. I'm going to look right now if they're going to put out a promo. No DraftKings flash promo today. I think I seen it happen on the stream after I got it. I think I got it off of stream. And then I mean Kyler's all the way down here. But I don't think it was on his stream because I think it was like late at night. The thing is that like the team almost got butchered because everything I was trying to do, like all of my quarterbacks got sniped like way ahead of ADP, and I kind of had to cobble some shit together at the end. So like I don't even remember the team, honestly. I posted it to my Discord. It's if you go to if you're in my Discord, you can go to drafters, or you can go to the DraftKings stuff and like probably search by Amon-Ra Genty or something, and it'll probably pop up. Yeah, I think I've heard a couple people say they've got it. I'm willing to push. Like I've got a CD Lamb Genty. I got a James Cook Genty yesterday. I got a Jonathan Taylor Genty. I've got Lamb and Jefferson. Like basically all the players at the back end of the draft, I've got with Genty. All of them. CMC I don't yet, because CMC does fall here and there. But I'm actively trying to push Genty around in full PPR over on DraftKings. My Amon-Ra Genty was in a chain mover, I think. It was in the $10 contest, if I remember right. I'm probably the only person in the DK MLA with a Jamar H. London team. There was a couple days where London was going in the mid third, and I drafted at the 11 and 12 hole every draft in that day, and I could not get any round 3 London. He went in round 3 at every draft I did that day, and I didn't get a single pick up front. Technically, another start I have is Chase, Nico Smith, Neighbors. I mean, if the Neighbors, Neighbors still isn't in the clear. It looks better, but he's not in the clear yet. I have a CMC Taylor. That's fun. That's super fun. Yeah, I have a hard time doing anything crazy or creative at the 107. Yeah, like I think if you love Genty, you take him enough to be well overweight, and then you push him around quite often to try to get the Genty pairing. I'm gonna guess that CMC Taylor isn't like Taylor. So CMC stopped falling to the 11, like to the back end of the round. So it probably won't happen anymore. But I do think that there's probably a couple teams out there like that. We're just going to take the Malik Willis dart here, I think. Because we're done at tight end. We're just going to bet on Malik Willis here. Oh, that's double by week 6, isn't it? That sucks. I made a mistake, guys. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to chat, not my draft. I made a mistake. What percentage do you think neighbors won't be affected at all? Like 5% max. Like I still think it's like very, very like I'm not gonna say it's certain that he misses a week, at least a week. I still think it's very possible he goes on the IR. I was speaking about Roney's DK combo. Okay, got it. That hurt. Doing that hurt. I'm gonna have to take another one. I'm done there. Do I just suck it up and take one of these guys? I'm just going to take Stephon Diggs. Call that good. I'll take any. I might take 4 quarterbacks. I might do a Penix Tua thing down here. I don't love what I just done. That was a big mistake. The double by week 6 with quarterbacks this late is a mistake.
Let's draft. Who believes best ball?
So hopefully like I did that's like I don't make these mistakes very often when I'm streaming, but every once in a while you do. Like there's a lot going on here. Do you guys want to hear a song Jamie sent me a couple days ago, like a couple weeks ago, that I missed in my inbox? A new background music, possibly. It starts off a little different. It's like a play on this song. No, I'm not blaming. This is a me problem. This is a me problem for sure. But it's a play on that song. If you guys would like to hear it, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just keep with the chill background music. Also, let me know in the chat, is the quality better today? Apparently, my StreamYard put me down to 720p. I didn't notice that. So let me know if the quality of the stream today is better. Updog actually messaged me about that. He's like, hey, why is your quality capped here? I didn't know it was. From all the things that I've seen so far, I think it's more likely he doesn't miss any time. I mean, it's possible. It's kind of weird that there was like zero positive talk forever. And then it's all of a sudden like he's not on PUP. Like I was fully expecting the PUP thing. So, but a lot of people were. A lot of people that are like paying attention to the news and stuff were kind of on that route. So I just stacked up Daniel Jones with Stephon Diggs. You know, calling my shot. And by the way, I don't really have that big of a Twitter presence, but you could, if you guys like the channel, I do post every once in a while on X. It is whohames_FF over there. Yeah, so I was trusting Pepper Tony. And like when he said that in Harbaugh terms, this means this player's dead. Because I know Pepper Tony like is very avid about looking up these things. And then they made all those signings and everything. It looked pretty bad. I mean, Jordan Rodon is a horrible person. Is this the Zach Charbonnet format, by the way? I think this might be the Charbonnet format. And by horrible person, I mean like I just don't like. Anytime I've ever listened to anything he said, like I've basically fade everything he says because he generally is only putting stuff out there to get buzz. Like, and I think that, and maybe that blindsided me by other reports, but I hadn't really found many other people saying stuff on it. Now, the neighbor stuff, recently, there's been more people talking about it. So I am willing to be like, yeah, I think that it's fine. And I wonder where he's going to start going. I'm going to take him in the third round, though. I've only read Harbaugh said this and that. Yeah, and like Harbaugh, Pepper Tony had the quote, and it was like, he will return at some point in the season or something, right? Which is a pretty vague statement. So, but yeah, I think this is going to be my last draft of the day. I want to thank everybody who's come out. Like we're not done yet. We got this. We got to review, I believe, Jaguars team and Megatron's team. But other than that, we will be probably heading out. I've been taking Neighbors the whole time because at his price. The big problem, so, and it sounds weird from a Scatabo Bowl, but like the wide receiver production from Matt Nagy, I don't know. On a guy who might not be 100%, with a quarterback who likes to run the ball a little, with Scatabo and with John Harbaugh, who we know is going to run the ball a lot, I love Malik Neighbors, right? Like I really like Malik. And I want it to work out. And I took a whole bunch of him in the second round. So, but like the one thing I know for a fact is that Matt Nagy loves to run the ball in the red zone. And that's one reason I'm so in on Scatabo. I think we're going to get a very PRO, like a lot of like low PROE stuff, like when we're down at the goal line. Oh yeah, no, he does. If he's fully healthy, he should be. Like a fully healthy Neighbors probably goes at pick 7 or 8, right? Like it's probably he's probably ahead of Amon-Ra. Like if we know for a fact he's fully healthy, no limitations, and they didn't sign Matt Nagy, I think he's there. So Trey Harris by week 7 looks good here. Yeah, like I'm not arguing any of that. Like I agree with all that. All of the Neighbors like the negative stuff, and the reason that I got out on Neighbors is because it looked like he wasn't going to be ready from what I was seeing. Like the picture of his knee still haunts me. Like, why was it round? Like it was incredibly swollen, and this was like a month ago. That doesn't feel great, right? So yeah, we can afford. I don't know. We're gonna do it though. So like that scared me a little bit, and that came shortly after the cryptic Harbaugh thing as well. So, I mean, given the same information, I'd make the same decision. Just look. Yeah, like I think that I mean, it's something that needs to be talked about, right? And if I'm wrong, I want to know I'm wrong so I can correct. So pre-draft, in the pre-draft stuff, I have 9.8% Neighbors. They do. The problem is that it was 4 months after his surgery or whatever. That picture, he had a picture of him, a video of him doing something, and he showed his knee, and it looked like a grapefruit. And this was way after the surgery, and this was a week after that Harbaugh quote. And then, a week after that, there was the dodgeball thing where he was barely moving. He was moving side to side a little bit, but you could tell he wasn't putting any pressure on it. So I don't know. If you want to know, I have a full eliminator video in members only with the guy who got second place last year. I built a system that goes through all of it. If you become a YouTube member, you can watch that. You can also have access in the Discord to the sheet that I use for it. But base tips for eliminator: don't overstack by weeks. Target good offenses. Make sure you have floor and ceiling. Just basic tips. Running backs go way higher. If you've never been in an eliminator draft, just take running back in the first 2 rounds, no matter where you're at, just so you don't get absolutely buried. If you know the landscape, you can kind of not do that. But even a pick, you could argue that CMC should go at pick 3 in eliminator. I don't agree. I was Puka even at 2 over Bijan for a bit, but the NFL saying that he might not get, they haven't officially ruled out suspending him, has me a little scared. Not gonna lie, has me a little scared. Let's go with Jordan James here. This is a very ugly running back room. I'm not going to lie. Hey, welcome.
to the Who Crew.
So if you jump in my Discord, you can also get my ranks. I'm gonna go through all my ranks again tonight, but I have Elim, DraftKings, and Underdog base ranks as well. So you jump in the Discord, you link your Discord to YouTube. It will see that you're a YouTube member, and you can get all those ranks in that Discord. Let's go Taekwon Thornton here. Like, I will say that the Eliminator ranks need redone, but it's a pretty good guess at what I actually believe for it. I've got like 42% Calvin Ridley right now in Eliminator based on the stuff I did. But I would, like, after this, if you remember, I would definitely go watch that. Yeah, I just jumped. The link to the Discord is below in the descriptions of this video, and we're in all of my videos. You can pop in. We're pretty chatty over there. There are 3 hidden channels that only members see. There's a Member Mania. I'm probably going to do another Member Mania next week. And what that is I'm going to do a DK Millie and 50%. Like, I'm going to give 50% of the equity if the team gets to the finals to the chat. And the chat is going to draft the team. So we've done 2 of them. We did a BBM. We did a DK Millie. 50% is my equity. 50% is the chat's equity. The people in the chat get 50% of whatever happens if it gets to the finals. So we're going to do another one of those. We may end up just randomly doing it this week, depending on if I get everything caught up. We may just randomly do it this week. I've been doing them on Monday nights, but we're going to probably do this next one on a different day or night. That way we can get a different group of people into the in case somebody couldn't make Monday nights, it would work out better for them. I feel like, especially in these best balls where we're drafting for the perfect season. So in a world, you say, is 5% for neighbors. Yes, I agree. So I thought he was like for sure going to be a 4. Like, I took him here and there in the time boxes where I knew it was going to close down, but the large field stuff, I didn't take him as much. I did take him a little more on DraftKings because I feel like I can build out on DraftKings a little better, right? Because the DraftKings, they give you so much value room to room that it feels like on DraftKings it's just a better pick, you know? But I also haven't had luck in DraftKings, so maybe I don't know what I'm doing over there. I mean, last year I had luck with nothing because I had pretty raw injury luck on top of 3 of my big takes were injured and 3 of my big takes were not good takes. Like, I was very heavy on BTJ being a tier break. So and he kept going like later than the tier, and I just kept taking him. So that was bad. And then I was Jarquez Hunter at 20% and Blake Corum at like 2. So that turned out pretty bad too. But I'm like, I learned from that. Like, I was also very heavy into like the not full 0 RB, but I did a lot of those builds. Now, I took a lot of the early running back stuff, but I had 28%. I think it was 28% Scatabo, and that was going to hit. Jaden and Lamar getting hurt really, really hurt me. I was building almost purely 2 quarterback teams with them, and I had 15% of both, or 14 of one and 13.9 of the other. So that just tanked, like full tanked a lot of teams doing that. But yeah, jump in the Discord, and if you have any questions, I'm going to be sitting around the rest of the night playing around with things. Definitely redoing my ranks. I haven't uploaded my newest ranks for DraftKings, but I did a small update for my own personal ones that I wanted to see. I like to see them in action before I post them. But I'll usually post them, and then like 2 days later, I will, or the next day, I'll see something I don't like. I'll make a small change, and there'll be a timestamp on the date of when I posted them. Like literally the file, I changed the file name to the date, so you know when the last one was as well. All right, so other than the mistake of Kyler plus Willis here, I don't mind what we have. It could be a team where I throw on. What do I want here? Do we do the Kirk Cousins thing? Let's do Kalen Black. Let's do the double San Francisco thing. We got a 3-5-7 or 3-7-8-2 here. We got Kyler Murray, Malik Willis, Daniel Jones. Running backs, Chase Brown, Breece Hall, RJ Harvey. Zach Charbonnet, who I think is a better pick in this format than others. Katron Allen for upside, and then a big bet on whoever I need behind CMC. We got it. Jefferson, Anchor, Christian Watson, Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, Trey Harris, Tyquan Thornton, Keenan Allen. That could definitely work. We got the heavy anchor, 3 guys in the mid rounds. Diggs is undervalued. And then some shots down here. Keenan Allen will be undervalued when he signs as well. And then the heart of the team, Loveland and Pitts, very strong at tight end. Let's look at Megatron's team here. We got a 3-6-8-2. Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, he didn't realize he doubled bye week, and he took Bryce Young on top of it. I did the same thing, man. Like, I was just taking notes from you. That's what happened. I actually didn't mess up with the chat. I was just taking notes from Megatron here. And he showed me the way to 3 quarterbacks. Running back, Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Brooks, Woody Marks, Sampson, Claiborne. That feels very good. Like the Jonathan Brooks with Pollard, Henry feels very strong for early and late season. Puka, McMillan, DJ Moore, Wandale, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Coker. Worthy at 117 feels pretty good. Zachariah Branch, Jalen Noel, and then Sadiq and Fur. Can't say I can get behind this. Why only 2 tight ends there? I think you got boxed out of tight end pretty hard. Like, you had to give up the extra capital there. And then, yeah, you're late. We had a repeat winner today. We had Devin. Devin won. So, just let me know like what happened there. And then we got, I believe, Jaguar. Let me double check real quick. But we might be done. So tomorrow, for those of you who missed earlier, we are doing a Whose Crew is back. And we are doing a draft or a couple drafts with Brew Crew. One of the big supporters of the channel. Love Brew Crew. Like, I've been trying, like, I finally convinced him to show his face on stream. He warned me. He's like, man, he's a member. I thought I seen it earlier. I just found it as well. But he's like, man, I might cuss a lot. I'm like, dude, it's fine. Like, just try to not say anything that gets my channel canceled. Like, that's it. Like, if you cuss, whatever. Like, it's not rated for kids. Like, if somebody gets offended, they could just watch a different episode, right? It's all good. So, Jaguar here, we got a 3593. Herbert, Bo Nix, Gino. That's a fun team. Gino is probably kind of a cheat code in this contest. He's going to help your floor out a lot. I was very close to taking Naked Herbert where I took Godwin. I was very close there. Very close. And you ended up not doing it because you took QJ 87 spots ahead of his ADP. We got Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Kyron Williams, triple anchor, all different bye weeks. Manungai, Keaton Mitchell. That's an incredibly strong running back room. Jalen Waddle, Brian Thomas, QJ, Michael Pittman. I mean, you're still not weak at wide receiver with that, too. Pittman, Judy, Bernard, Bryant, Vele is a really good pick here. Like, he'll give you that early season production. Devontae Walker out as well. We got Travis Kelce, Hunter Henry, and Gadsden. What's up, Meg? How we doing? That's what we're drafting right now, sir. By the way, Meg, I'm not sure if you've seen this over here. Drafters dropped this survival league. It's like old Eliminator, but it's cut line. It's 75% cut line all the way to week 15. Week 15 and 16 is top half advance with a 125-person final. This is really, really fun. 28,000 total entrants, $50K up top, $10 at entry. Awesome contest. I know you're going to be excited about it. But I want to thank everybody for coming out. We are headed out for the night. I had a great time. I'm glad a bunch of you guys just stuck around. I loved this new contest. But I'll be on tomorrow with Brew Crew at 4 p.m. Central. Then I'll be on at 6:30 p.m. Central over on Nice and Blunt's channel. We will be doing tight end rankings. And by rankings, I mean we're going to go by ADP, like kind of like a smash or pass thing, but with 5 tiers. So I'll see y'all then. Smash the like if you haven't. Hit that sub if you haven't. Have a great day. Peace.